Boys and girls, welcome back to another fresh, delicious, brand new video. The absolutely dorkiest story just dropped. Well, this actually happened a few months ago, but it's been going viral lately, and it's just the weirdest. Like, the story just doesn't make sense. It's 2023. People getting catfished in 2023, I think, deserve it, low-key. No, I'm just kidding. They don't deserve it. But you shouldn't be getting catfished in 2023. There's too much technology out there to verify if you're being catfished. Like, there's FaceTime, there's Zoom, there's hundreds and thousands of ways now that catfishing is just out of the picture. Especially in this story. I feel like this story just adds a little extra boost to the how could you have gotten catfished. This YouTube series called Catfished released this video of this girl from Kentucky named Michaela. They got catfished by Dacre Montgomery. Dacre? I'm not 100% sure how to say his name, but the guy, Billy from Stranger Things, a Stranger Things character, catfished this woman. And to make this story much worse, not only did she give this scammer $10,000, she also left her husband for him. Never seen him, never actually physically saw him or FaceTimed them, and decided to believe that she was actually talking to Dacre Montgomery. Okay, so let's go ahead and reel it back. How did this happen? So apparently she was in a creatives forum and she met this guy who claimed to be Billy or Dacre Montgomery, and he was telling her how he really enjoyed her company and talking to her. She was kind of skeptical at first, at least that's what she said, and wasn't really believing it was him. And after about a year of them just chatting back and forth, expressing their feelings to each other, he asked her out, asked her to be his girlfriend, and obviously she said yes. Already sounding kind of goofy, just in the sense that yeah, this random famous actors just, you know, chit-chatting with a random woman online and wanting to ask her out. Let's just go ahead and call that red flag number one. And it's actually publicly known that Billy is actually dating a model by the name of Liv Pollock. So his excuse to her, to Michaela, is that Liv and him are not, they're together publicly, but not really together. They're just together like in the press, but not really behind the scenes. He claimed that Liv was manipulative and controlling and wouldn't let him live his life normally. She kind of resonated with her because she said that that's how her husband was to her, so she believed him. That's already red flag number two. She still claimed to be skeptical about the situation, wasn't too sure if she was talking to the real Billy from Stranger Things. So one day he texted her to look out for season 4, episode 4 of Stranger Things, the new season, and it was the day before it even aired. And that, if you guys are familiar with that episode, that's when Billy comes back and like has a little cameo. So she was convinced then, thinking, oh, there's no way that just a random person knows this information. So it was kind of like a sign that I'm giving you, telling you that I'm true, even though it was already leaked everywhere of that Billy was coming back. So she obviously didn't do much research on this, but hey, honestly, if she's getting catfished in 2023, I don't think she does much research anyways. So now, how did she spend $10,000 on him? Well, apparently he said that Liv, his girlfriend, was controlling of the money that they were, and not letting him spend the money that they were making. So keeping an eye out on his bank account, not letting him actually spend anything. So get this, yeah, this is red flag number 3. I don't even know what number we're on actually. She was sending him gift cards for him to buy stuff, and she said she tallied up all the gift cards that she spent, I'm guessing throughout the years or months, I don't know how long. She said she tallied it up, and it equated up to $10,000 of her hard-earned money, or even her husband's money as well.
Well, then it kind of went on for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden he came back. He said, hey, would I be able to ask you to help me? Before I knew it, it was turning into $100 and $200 gift cards. But the thing is, when I tallied it all up, it was $10,000-ish.
So that was $10,000 in gift cards that she would give him. That's already red flag number 3. Anybody that's asking you for gift cards and you've never seen before, more than likely a scammer from another country. That's a very common tactic used with like the telemarketer scammers, the Microsoft return scammers, the Amazon return, all the people that call from other countries to get you to send some gift cards. And with still never actually seeing him in person or even like through a FaceTime call, she still decided to send all that money and even left her husband.
I've actually got his book here.
She had claimed that Montgomery would send her poems because he actually has a book out where he writes his poems. The scammer was smart enough to replicate poems similar to the book that Montgomery wrote, so he was able to convince her that those poems were original and send them to her, and she fell for the bait clearly. So Michaela justified everything by saying, it was like a dopamine hit. She lusted over Dacre Montgomery and figured probably regardless of the fact if he's real or not, she was getting these like emotional attachments to the person she was messaging. So even if it wasn't actually Billy, the messages that were sent back and forth with each other were enough for her to like justify everything she did. Basically, that's a pretty goofy ass story if you'd ask me. I don't know anybody that would get catfished in 2023. There's so much technology out there that getting catfished at a younger age, I guess if you're like 50 or 60 and don't even use technology, then I guess you get catfished. But Michaela was definitely in her 30s, definitely not old enough to be catfished, I think, in my opinion. She did put out a statement on YouTube kind of going through everything that went down and all of that I just mentioned right now. So I don't think she'll get catfished anymore, and I hope nobody ever gets catfished. That would just suck. So make sure you guys do your research, especially if they claim to be some huge famous celebrity that you met in a forum with like 10 people. So definitely look out for those red flags. Tons of them out there. So that's pretty much it. Stay safe. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you guys again in another fresh, delicious, brand new video.